What's going on? Welcome to the GG Rated Podcast. I am your host, Gino. This is Gray. Welcome to episode 61.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to podcast. Very nice.
Yeah, we got a great episode ahead. We're going to be talking I'm going to be talking a little bit about some CES news, about some things that was talked about at CES that I just finally got a chance to look at. And we're going to talk about some other things, man. What you got? Maybe some gaming moments of the week, of course, a staple.
Yes, we have those. It's going to be very fun.
Josh is going to talk Russian the entire time as well.
Yes.
For anybody tuning in, he is not actually Russian, okay, guys? But we're going to go with it and we're going to roll with it. You ready to get this thing going?
Let's do.
Hello, welcome to GG Rated. We hope you enjoy the show. Now here are the hosts.
All right. Yeah, hey, how's your week been, G-Ray? Tell us about it.
Bro, it's been awesome. Today is snow day 2025. It's been really, really fun.
Yeah, dude, it's been like snowing like crazy. It's actually been a kind of crazy kind of experience having a blizzard down in Mobile up where Josh is living in Troy. It's been really crazy as well. I don't know what's going on, so.
Yeah, so me and the fam went to our land and stuff and messed around over there sledding and all that, and then we rode around on my truck. The road, like, there was so much snow that you couldn't even see the roads. It was really fun. So I stuck it in 4 auto and started cruising around, looking at everything, took lots of pictures, had a really fun day. This was my kids, it was like their first real snow day, and they didn't know what to think about it. I mean, they played until
I didn't know what to think about it. I mean, a blizzard, like literally we was in a brief blizzard, the news said, here in Mobile, Alabama, South Gulf Coast, guys. And I mean, it's insane.
Yeah. We have Dylan in the chat. Can you see the comments, or is it just me?
Yeah, I can see them.
Okay, yeah, Dylan.
Are you looking at it as well?
Bro. Yep, I'm looking at it as well. So yeah, this is a live podcast, guys. We don't do this a lot. We've done it one time before. We're going to start kind of making this the norm. So definitely, hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, Billy, I see you too, man.
How you doing, Billy?
Thank you for the roses. Of the week. We would love for you to share your gaming moment of the week, your favorite gaming moment from this past week. Tell us what you were doing, how it made you feel. Maybe you can work on that while we're doing the podcast, and we'll read it on the show.
Yeah. Y'all think about if you get somebody in here, try to get them to post that gaming moment of the week, like Josh said, and let's read that thing out loud. And anybody that is joining in now, say you have to leave or something like that. I don't know what you just did, but
what are you talking about?
With that flashlight. But so, this will be posted on YouTube. On YouTube as well, on a GG Rated YouTube page, so you can always check us out and revisit the podcast after the episode. Right. With that being said, let's go into our gaming moments of the week, man.
Yep. So like I said, this is our gaming moment of the week, where we break down our favorite gaming moment from this past week, and we also share on the show some of our listeners' favorite gaming moment of the week. So yeah, let's get right into that. Do you want to go first, or shall I?
Go ahead, man. I'll go first. Well, you go ahead and go first.
Go ahead, man.
You go ahead. First. I'll let you go first. You go on ahead.
Okay, man. I'm trying to like narrow it down specifically, but I gotta say, probably hopping back into some frick. Why do I always forget the name of this dang game? I was literally playing Armored Core 6. Golly. Armored Core 6. So I was playing that. You were actually watching it with me.
I was
streaming it on Discord. We were just kind of chatting, hanging out, and dude, have this build going on Armored Core 6 where I have a Gatling gun, on each shoulder and also on each hand. So I'm just this unloading and run through a bunch of mechs, blowing up stuff. Like I'm kind of at the point of my build on Armored Core 6 to where I'm just as powerful as the level I'm doing. The next level got a little bit harder, I think, and I'm gonna have to kind of like adjust my build depending on who I'm fighting. But there was a spot where this big mechanized worm came out of the ground, and I thought I was gonna have to fight this Joker. And I'm glad I didn't because I wasn't ready. It was really wild and really kind of like out of left field, like what is going on? So
Yeah.
when that popped up, I was like, oh, things are about to get real, and was really exciting. So really loving that game, and that was definitely my gaming moment from this past week.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I was watching you play that and just showing it off and having all these guns attached to your guy or whatever. It's pretty cool. And it kind of looked a little intimidating watching the gameplay, trying to learn the controls. But you said the controls, if y'all play Armored Core, the controls isn't really too bad, is what you're saying, though.
Oh no, it's great. Even on keyboard, it's pretty good. Once you get used to it, I will say if you have to activate your guns on your shoulders while you're trying to move around, because they're set on Q and E. So when
Yeah.
you're trying to like walk around and boost around with WASD as your movement buttons, it can be hard to hold those downs and also try to move around. So it probably works better on controller, to be honest, but
Yeah.
definitely it's a lot quicker to aim with mouse. So I don't know. I might try it one day using my mouse to aim and then walking around with my stick on controller. I don't know. But
That's what, dude. I'm gonna have to try it out. I know I keep saying Armored Core. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out. I know Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rebirth is coming out on January 23rd on PC, guys. If y'all don't know that, so I'm gonna be really hitting that up finally on PC with some really good graphics, you know. But I don't know, man. I think my gaming moment of the week, really is just, it hasn't been really too much. I haven't played too much or anything. I actually got into a little bit of I played a little bit of Pokemon Red on my analog pocket, and I got back into it and started playing it a little bit and kind of got sucked into it while just kind of, you know, roaming around on the couch and just kind of playing on the pocket a little bit, man. And I don't think I even told you about this, Josh, but it's just pretty cool how simple of a game it is, but it just sucks your time into it, you know, just trying to, because it's this trainer. I don't know if you ever played Pokemon Red on like the Game Boy Color, right?
oh yeah,
But
that's the only one that I beat. I have
really?
Pokemon Red that I used to play on my original Game Boy, and I actually finally beat it on Game Boy Advanced. So
Dude, okay, so you remember, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember there's a trainer? It's kind of like a cousin or brother or something like that, because you know the grandpa gives both of y'all Pokemon, right? You get to choose.
yep.
And he's constantly coming back trying to fight you and stuff. And I beat him the first time, but the second time, like there's like 2 or 3 Pokemon you got to throw out at him. And I'm like, dude, I can't beat this guy. So I'm having to go around and level up my Pokemon and heal him up to try to beat this guy. So I found myself like a couple hours in this thing. I'm like, holy crap, I need to get off this thing, you know? So that was my gaming moment of the week, man. Just chilling out,
That's
playing some
cool.
Pokemon Red
What
on my
was the
analog pocket.
Pokemon that you picked when you went to go see Professor Oak?
I think it was Charmander, I believe.
Yeah,
I think it's Charmander.
me too.
Yeah, you're always
And
Charmander.
back in the day, I have a specific memory of we're sitting at Cracker Barrel, and I'm a young kid. I might be 12ish, and I'm on my Game Boy playing Pokemon Red, and I literally walked around for hours and days, just like fighting everything I could until I finally upgraded to Charizard. And my freaking Charizard was so strong, I would like one hit everything. Because that's all I did was just like murder Pokemon with Charizard.
And that's what I'm
So,
trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to get
yeah,
to, man.
I had a
Literally.
really strong Charizard.
Yeah. So every time I switch scenes for some reason, Josh, I don't know why.
Yeah, there's like a
but-
lag, but it's all right.
No, well, it's not a lag. I think
Oh.
it's got a different kind of say a different kind of scene with your person. So I'm going to try to fix that just real quick and try to hurry up and get you in here. And so because it's on every scene every single time it's doing this, but I got you, bro. Don't say I didn't. I got you.
It's all good. I can see it kind of delays and then my camera finally pops up.
Yeah. So we can fix that before it gets to the point of not seeing you on here or whatever, I guess.
I kind of had an issue last podcast, guys. You would never know it listening to it. There might be a few parts you could kind of tell I had to do some like editing of the audio, but I had an audio media file that was in a specific scene. So every time I would change back to that scene, it would be blaring loud. I mean, it would like bust your eardrums loud. And
I think we got it set. I think we're good
out.
now. We're good now.
Okay.
We got it all set.
Sweet.
We're all good, man. All good.
Yeah,
But
there's always something, man. Always something.
we're working on this, guys, as you can tell. Thank everybody for stopping in here, though. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for the shares and the likes and everything, kind of pushing this out. This is going to be a start of something pretty good, man. Getting a podcast once a week. We're going to try to do this sometime between Saturday to Tuesdays live, and we will have it released immediately after on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Do you want to go into the gaming news?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's
gaming news. Gaming news.
So I got some stuff I got to bring up, man, real quick, if you don't mind if I go first real quick. All right, so CES comes around. A lot of times you see y'all see a lot of like new tech that isn't going to be released, or it's a prototype. And they had some cool stuff that I kind of was looking at. And there's one thing, it's like this 16:9 laptop. It's called the ThinkBook Plus Gen 6. It's a rollable
laptop.
It's a rollable laptop. I wish I could bring it on. Next episode, I will
What's
have the
it called
video
again?
section. It's going to be
ThinkBook?
the ThinkBook Plus Gen 6
Ooh, it already
rollable
populated.
laptop.
There's been a lot of people looking this up.
Yes. So this thing, and I'm going to try to overlay it on YouTube. So if you do check out our podcast later on, I will overlay this. But guys, it starts as a normal laptop screen, but it actually extends upwards.
What?
And it's just seamless, and it's crazy because now you have like a dual monitor stacked on top of each other. So
That's
while
cool.
you're actually using it, it's just stacking, and it's super cool that it does this thing. I'm telling you. And I wish
Does it
I need
have
to
like a GPU in it for gaming or anything?
it's
Is it
just a
only for, like,
laptop. I
work?
don't know exact what the specifications are, but it's a 16.7 inch screen. It's a 14-inch OLED screen. Okay, so it's an OLED as well. It's right now. It's going to be launching in June. They said for $3,499. Josh, you can totally afford it, bro. You can totally afford it. If we get 30,000 roses, I will do a personal 30,000 gifts. I would do a personal stream with this laptop, guys. In June
It
and July.
looks like the ThinkCenter M90A Pro Gen 6 you can get with the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050 GPU.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can get them gaming mode.
Check
There's
that
all
out,
kind of
guys.
different specifications for it.
I'm gonna put the link in our YouTube video in the description on our YouTube, so you can always check that out on the GG Reddit YouTube page. But this next bit of news, Josh, I think you're really gonna like.
I'm excited. Hit
I
me
think you
with
really.
it.
So we've talked about this a little bit, so I'm not surprising you too much. But Steam OS Beta could be available to download on your handheld gaming PC of choice as soon as April. So
Nice.
yeah, so apparently it's officially already being licensed with the Lenovo Legion Go S. It's going to be released in April, and it's actually coming with Steam OS. It's actually more powerful than the Steam Deck, and Steam is letting them use Steam OS. So you can buy the more expensive version for about $100 more to have Windows on it, or you can go $100 cheaper and get Steam OS.
Wow.
I would get
Dude.
Steam OS anyways.
I would too, but why? I don't see. Okay. I
This is why I
don't-
bring it up,
listen,
guys. This is why I bring
yeah.
it up.
So I don't usually like walled gardens like Apple and all that stuff. But people who love Apple they do like their walled garden. They're like all these Android users need to stay out. So I'm kind of like that with the Steam Deck. I want Steam Deck to keep its OS on Steam Deck. I'm sorry. I don't mind the OS going to like PCs, like big PCs. That
Wait.
would be cool. But I
Wait,
like
wait.
the handheld
You
OS
want them
being on the Steam
exclusive?
Deck.
You want Steam
kinda-
to just stay exclusive with it?
No, not necessarily. I want the handheld to stay exclusive. But
So
if
you
want
want
to
the,
build
you
like
think they're going to build
PC,
you think they're going to build like a console?
I don't know. I just like my Steam Deck being.
There's a rumor, guys.
Steam Deck.
There's a rumor. There's a rumor of a console.
I've heard the same rumor about a console. I think that would be cool too. But all these other different handhelds coming out with their own handheld with Steam OS, I don't know how I feel about it because I love the fact that Steam Deck was this big thing, has a big following, like it's its own thing.
It's became
just
really
not
big,
gonna
yeah.
be, but it's not going to be as special anymore if every handheld is running Steam OS. It just doesn't feel as special anymore.
That's
So,
true. That's true.
I don't know how
That's
I feel
true.
about
but,
it, man.
But look at Xbox, because Xbox, you know how I always bring in Xbox when you start talking Steam. Xbox
Sure.
is saying Xbox is no longer the console, but everywhere now. So I feel like there's a fight between Xbox and Steam about who can get out there on more devices and more consoles to see who's going to win this. That's what I feel like is happening right now. So Steam is trying to beat Xbox to the punch. Xbox is still working on their handheld. They're working on their software, handheld software, because they don't have it. Windows is terrible on handheld.
Mhm.
You know that. So Steam has got it already. So they're trying to dominate that market and push out to Lenovo, Asus, all of them before Microsoft gets out there with theirs. Because then everybody's going to be on Steam by that point, and they're going to get used to the Steam OS. And they're not going to switch over to Microsoft's Microsoft. And if Microsoft drops the ball at just a little bit, they're done. Steam has the market in reference to the handheld market, which y'all seen Nintendo Switch 2, guys, has been announced. It's been announced, right? And
I tell you, the direction I want Steam OS to go is when I build a PC, like an actual big PC, I want to be able to download Steam OS on it and it just work like because Windows has so much bloat and so much bull crap. I think everybody's tired of Windows. And there are Linux machines that people get. They're just not as widely available with all the apps and stuff that you want to use. It's getting more and more stuff is on Steam OS to where it's more feasible for that to be your go-to PC experience. And I'm hoping that Steam OS continues to develop and is more user-friendly so that when I do go build a PC, I can run Steam OS on it and it just function great. You might have to go with AMD with that. I'm not sure. But I would totally build an AMD-powered PC and run Steam OS on it and freaking love every minute of it.
Oh,
That'd
absolutely.
be awesome.
And I sent you like a little mini PC. I think I sent you like a little mini PC. It's pretty awesome, and it's so smaller.
I haven't watched that video yet, but dude,
It's a
that
small
looks cool.
one. You got to see it, and it's only like $150, $200 or something, and it's insane the power, and you can actually use that thing for like streaming and stuff. So it's insane the form factor they're getting to now, where you don't need a huge huge desktop computer to do that kind of stuff, especially in the handheld form, man. Like Lenovo,
and as artificial intelligence gets more and more a thing, it can do a lot of the processing power for you to where you don't even have to have anything that's as powerful.
Look at the PS5 Pro. That's a good example of AI, what you're talking about, because it's not really that much more powerful than the PS5. It has that AI architecture in there that it can, you can do 1 billion polygons for a quarter of the work. So it's only pushing a quarter of the work, but giving you 1 billion more polygons because of AI. And you
It's
can
like that
tell
new
a little
graphics
bit.
card too is doing the same thing. The 5070, is that it?
Good point.
It's got as much power as a 4090, but it's doing a lot of AI stuff in the background. It's not really as powerful, but it can perform as powerful, which is crazy.
Can you imagine the 4090 though? I'm glad you brought that up. The 4090 with the AI on there, like that would be
Oh gosh.
insane. That would be
Yeah.
insane. That would be
I
insane.
think I think they could release it to be as powerful with maybe a less powerful GPU, but they're wanting to make sure they can continue to come out with different graphics cards and expand it and expand it. Man, I feel like there's going to be a graphics card company to come out and really
Yeah.
blow everybody away with their price to performance. It's just a matter of time, man, because AI is too out there and too available to all these different companies.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to break the levee and it's going to come flooding in with we have all this power at our fingertips for like hardly any money. Like
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what direction everything is going to go, man. It's
Uh,
going to
oh,
get
oh,
wild in the next
absolutely.
5 or 10 years. It's really going to be cool.
Absolutely. Definitely when it comes with AI, man. The last thing, I don't know, if you have any gaming news, you can let me know. But the last thing I have to announce is one more thing, if you're good with
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
And the good news just keeps coming.
We have to talk about, we brought it up just a second ago, and I've been dying to hear your thoughts on it, is the announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm
Mhm.
dying to know, what is your thoughts on that? I know you just got the Nintendo Switch. You're kind of going into the ecosystem a little bit. I've been
Yeah.
talking about it for years. Finally got you on board. We still need to sink our fingers into it a little bit, our teeth
Good.
into it. I don't know why I said fingers.
Sink your fingers into
it. But what I'm getting at, what do you think? You think it's going to be hopping on the bandwagon? Let me ask you questions. Do you think you need to hop on the bandwagon early with this thing? Do you need to wait and see? Do you think it's going to be a substantial upgrade? What's your overall thoughts on this?
Man, I don't know because it seems like every time Nintendo, I don't think this is a new console, honestly. I think it's just a bigger, better version of the Switch. I mean, obviously it's in the name, the Switch 2. I
Yeah.
think the Switch has been so wildly successful that they're just going to keep that train a rolling. But is it something, because honestly, if they were really going to do something new that I would be like, dude, I got to get that, it would be something you like plug into your ear or something. Like they always do something weird.
Yeah.
Nintendo does. So I'm not really that excited to hop on it. I just got in the Switch like ecosystem. I'm enjoying, like, honestly, like over here on my other monitor, the new Tears of the Kingdom is running on there right now. So it's like I'm more than happy just to stick and explore all these games because I hopped in like 10 years late. So
So also, I gotta say, I think the biggest perk of this thing is it's backwards compatible. So all those games that you can play that you're playing now, you can throw it in on the new Switch and play those. And then there's going to
That's
be
really cool.
exclusive Nintendo Switch 2 only titles though.
So it's kind of like how PlayStation and Xbox did it because I'm
Same
going
thing, yeah.
and I'm seeing more and more. I'm trying to download stuff on my Xbox One X, and it's only for the X and S version. And I'm like, bull
slowly.
crap. Yeah, they're slowly doing that, but it's like, man, like, come on.
But that's
Like-
why you get cartridges. And, remember, I was really pushing you to say, hey, stop downloading your games. I know it's convenient, but get cartridges because now, whenever you go to get that Switch 2, you can just put that same cartridge in and you got
Mhm.
that same game. You're not going to worry, just like me, you're not going to worry about the graphics and all that kind of stuff, that little bit extra graphics and stuff you're going to get from the Switch 2. You're going to pop
Yeah.
that cartridge in and still get the same amount of fun, I think.
I wonder what kind of high definition the Switch 2 is running. Is it running at like
They
1440?
haven't said it
running at-
yet. Yeah. I want to know if it's going to be OLED
The
again.
regular
like the other.
Switch is like running at like 720, isn't it? Like it's
720 in handheld, 1080p in dock mode.
okay. In docked mode, it's running at 1080p. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just not great, and it's old. It's an old chip and everything.
It's
with
it's
NVIDIA
amazing
chip.
what they're able to pack in there, though, man. Because I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom, like I said.
It's crazy.
It looks amazing.
But you get 720 is not bad on a screen that size though either. You got to
No.
remember that. Now
Mhm.
that OLED screen I heard is really nice. I don't have one myself, but I, heard
got
it's
one.
super.
That's
You
one I
have the
bought
OLED?
for my son. Yeah. So
Is
we
it
had
that
the
big of a
OLED.
difference?
It definitely looks good. I haven't put them side by side because I have the original Switch as well that my nephew gave me, And the OLED is definitely nice. It looks really, really good.
Maybe you can do like a little TikTok, like kind of demonstrating the two to see how they look and stuff. That'd
I
be
could
pretty
do
cool
it right
to do.
now if you want me to go get them, and I'll just
That'd be pretty cool.
put 'em
Yeah,
up.
put them up there and see. Yeah.
Okay, hold on one sec.
Let's see if you can do that, guys. Because I don't know if you know, but it's coming out. I think in I want to say March or April. They're going to do a Nintendo Direct announcement. I don't think this thing is going to actually come out until November, December of this coming year, holiday. Yeah, they said it's coming out in 2025, the release date. It's just depending on when. I don't think it's going to be the summer. I think it's going to be the holiday. You know what the first issue is going to be. It's going to be in reference to scalpers you're going to have to deal with and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's the issue you're going to have is dealing with that sort of thing. I don't know if you can be able to get a Switch and all that unless you're waiting in line at GameStop and there's like 3 or 4 of them. The reason I say that is I remember when the Series X with Xbox came out, I literally waited in line before work and waited in line at GameStop, like old school, waited in line, and they had, I think, 3 of them. 3. And I think this was 2020, 2019 when that was released. It was like kind of just before COVID, like just before they shut down, like a week before. And I ended up in line. I ended up with like the second one in line to get the Series X. And then the person behind me got one, and then they was out. So 3 people out of like 20 in the line ended up with a Series X. I think it's going to actually be worse with the Nintendo Switch. The only hope that you can think about, though, the only hope is that maybe they waited so long. I think they waited too long to announce this Switch. Nobody's surprised. This had so many leaks that maybe they built up their stock, because you see all these leaks. You see all this stuff in the warehouse right now showing all this stuff. So hopefully they'll have enough stock where these scalpers don't kind of go at us too much. So did you find it, man?
Yep. So here's the OLED version. My son was
Okay.
playing Fortnite. It's probably hard to tell. It doesn't look as good in the camera here.
Okay.
But this is the OLED version, and then this is the original. So you
See
can
if you can click
that
on the
OLED
game on the original. See if you can click on a game or something on the original to blow up the color. Can you do that?
Definitely see that the yeah, I can try. You can definitely see that the OLED is bigger.
I wish
for
you could pull
sure.
up the Fortnite. That'd be pretty cool to pull right side by side.
Yeah, I don't have it downloaded on this one. But I can pull up so I can pull up.
There you go.
Oh, it won't let me run them both at the same time.
Yeah. See? That's why
I
you need
know, that's
cartridges,
why I gotta
guys.
have
This
the
is a perfect
Wait,
example.
I can do it really quick, really quick.
There you go.
You can't really tell the difference too much.
No, you really
right
can't.
now.
So,
but-
your personal opinion, do you think it's worth it going with the OLED instead of the
I
the
think
normal?
so, just for the bigger. Is it bigger? I can't tell. if
It
it's
is
a
bigger.
bigger
The screen is a little bit
it's
bigger.
definitely bigger. I gotta say, man, that
The bezel was
OLED
smaller.
is-
Put it that way.
The OLED is nice. I mean, why not? If you're just getting in it, like I'm just now getting into the Switch ecosystem, so I was just gonna get the best one they had. But honestly, for myself, I would have been probably happy with just the handheld version, the Switch Lite. If that's all I was gonna do, but I gotta say the whole docking experience is very fun. And it's nice just to throw it up when you want to kick back and not have to like
Oh,
hold
yeah.
it in front of your
Oh.
face. So I don't know. After I gotta say, looking at them at the store, I could tell the difference when you're like actually in a game. And I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go with OLED.
Yeah.
So
And the bigger screen
but-
you got to.
is it crazy different? Maybe not.
So going back overall, compared to what you got with the Switch 2 that they announced,
Mhm.
you think you're going to jump on that ship, or you think you're going to just kind of stay back?
To me, it's about the games. If they come out with another Zelda that I'm super interested in, maybe. Because
They are coming out with a new
So-
Mario Kart.
okay. So I played Breath of the Wild. I think everybody already knows. I played Breath of the Wild. I didn't even have a Switch. I played it on Steam Deck. I used a Wii U emulator on my Steam
No,
Deck.
you didn't, guys. No, you didn't. No, you
I
didn't.
did.
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
And it was awesome because it was upscaled, up-res, better draw distance, everything. I even played it on my computer in 4K. It looked amazing. So I love Breath of the Wild. It's an amazing game. I'm glad I got to play it on the Steam Deck because I think it's a better experience than on the Switch. With Tears of the Kingdom, I think there's ways to do it, but they're kind of illegal, so I'm not doing it. But this is kind of my only way to
Oh
play.
yeah, they've been going
Tears of
after
the
people
Kingdom.
like that too.
So I'm just playing it on Switch, and I got to say I'm having a blast. Really
Yeah.
like it. So to me, it's about the games. That's what brings me into the ecosystem is the games. That's why I bought the original Xbox One is because of Titanfall. That's why I even started down that road. And I think back in the day, PlayStation was Metal Gear Solid was like one of the big draws to that platform. So it just depends on the game, man.
Yeah, it does. It does, man. We got a bunch of different people that came in on TikTok real quick before we go into our final moments, man. We just want to make sure to take a moment. Melvin, Angelica, Dylan, Billy, all of y'all that's come over here, Shima, Billy, everybody that's kind of stopped by, shared the live, has the likes. Thank y'all for stopping in, man. It's been awesome. Definitely for the roses and the gifts and everything as well. We're glad to be back on TikTok. Like, you know, me and Josh went through that whole thing.
It was down for so long too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 12 hours. I'm just glad that we're back. You know, it's something that me and Josh just kind of got really into a little bit and trying to make it more and more, trying to kind of fit to what we want to do with this channel. So if you like it, make sure you follow us, guys. Hit that follow button. We're trying to get these numbers up a little bit, trying to get to that 1,000 for GG Rated Podcast. So Ronaldo, everybody that's stopping in, hitting that follow helps us out, man. And we're also on YouTube as well. We're just trying to get the name. Oh, the Red app, I need to say, right? The Red app, you know. So guys, yeah, just make sure y'all support us by showing up and listening. That's all we ask. That's all we ask. With that being said, do you want to go? Anything you want to say, or do you want to go into
I have a main topic. That
Let's
I wanna
go.
do, and we're gonna do it live on the stream right now. All right, we're gonna do a little video game trivia with our TikTok followers here, and whoever gets the most right answers is gonna get a free game on Steam. How about that?
There
How
you
about
go.
them apples?
There you go. There you go.
So if you happen to win this trivia challenge, just PM us and we'll get you that game code pronto. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but it might be something cool.
So, but
But-
we will get you that game.
Yeah. So I got a little bit of gaming trivia here. It's gonna go all through the years, so you're gonna have to brush up on it, and we're gonna give you 10 seconds so that you don't really have a whole lot of time to look it up. Actually, we're gonna make it like 5 seconds. So here we go. First trivia question. Wait, is everybody ready first? Let me
We
see in
got
the
2
chat.
viewers right now. If you're not in here, you got to be a viewer. Make sure you're in here, guys. Make sure you're
Yep.
listening. First one to comment the answer to this question will win a free game on Steam.
Is everybody ready? Let me see if anybody's ready here. I'm gonna wait on you to do a comment on the old TikTok.
We got Chris coming up in here. Chris Turley.
Chris
joining.
Turley, we're doing trivia. Chris Turley, we're doing trivia.
We're doing some trivia, guys. First one to get the right answer gets a free Steam game, guys. We want to
I
help
don't know
out
if
our
your
followers.
stream paused. Is the stream paused?
It
Can
is
everybody
not.
hear us?
Yeah.
I'm
Everybody.
watching it and it's kind of paused. So
Should
let's
be
see.
good.
Okay. We look good. I just had to refresh it. All right.
we are
We're
good.
gonna
We
do
got
some,
Ronaldo and Dylan in here right now viewing it.
all right.
So
Anyways,
really good odds, man. This is what happens when you get in early with us. You
Yeah.
get better odds. You got anime
you go.
in here too. So let's roll with it, man.
So if by any chance that nobody comments, if you want to comment on any of our channels on any way, just with these answers, I'll send you a game code. That's all you got to do. Anyways, first question. What 1997 N64 video game, wildly cited as one of the greatest of all time, featured James Bond up against a criminal syndicate and is named after the 1995 film in the Bond franchise? What game is this?
That should
There
be
was
an
a-
easy one.
Yeah, it
That
should
should
be.
be
This
an
is
easy
easy.
one. That
This
should
was
be
a big
easy.
one back in my day. I graduated high school in 2006, so that should give you an idea of how old I am and kind of when this was out.
Say that
So,
question one more time. Say it one more time for him.
all right.
Well, Wayne, first
What
one to comment wins a
19
free Steam game, guys.
What 1997 N64 video game, wildly cited as one of the greatest of all time, features James Bond up against a criminal syndicate and is named after the 1995 film in the Bond franchise? Anybody?
That would be posted down below.
Post it down below. I'm not going to say.
Dylan says 007.
Yeah, but which
Yeah.
one specifically, Dylan? Come on,
You gotta
man.
say which one. Which one? I know what
Which-
word you're looking for, Josh. I already know which word you're looking for.
It's not silver, but it's.
I mean, I
Come on,
see what
dude.
you're saying. I see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
There you go. Mix-a-Lot got it. Golden Eye.
Mix a lot. Golden Eye. Mix a lot. Let's
Yep,
go.
yeah. Mix-a-Lot. Make sure you PM us on GG Rated. PM us and we'll get with you and get contact with you and get you that game code, man. Okay.
Yeah, dude. Get your game code.
Appreciate
for
you stopping
playing.
in.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Yeah,
wanna
that
go
was
into
an
a-
easy one. And
Yeah,
it's,
that was a very
it's-
easy one, man.
As we get more people in here, I'm gonna keep doing it, and they're gonna get harder. So, be sure
Absolutely.
to join.
Yeah, make sure you join, follow for more episodes to continue. Get more game codes every week, man. Every week with this podcast, guys. Do you want to go into Josh? Do you want to go into our main topic?
Let's go. Main topic.
I don't know what your main topic you wanted to go over, but something I wanted to talk about real quick is Secret
it.
Level on.
Oh yeah,
Secret
dude, let's
Level
talk
on
about Secret
Amazon.
Level.
I wanted to talk about it last week, and I kind of got brushed off. I think we was kind of getting some things together, but
Mhm.
can we not talk about this, man? Like, how
Dude,
did they
let's go.
pull this off? How did Secret Level? I believe it's on Amazon, right?
Mhm.
Amazon Prime
Amazon
Video.
Prime.
Secret
I think it's
Le-
the same people that brought Love, Death, and Robots.
Yes, and
it's
I
kind
love
of a
that. I
collection
love
of
that show.
Different animators. Oh yeah, so good.
But it's about the video games in a different scenario, but in the same
Yeah, it's like
worlds,
the
the same
artistic
atmospheres.
On them,
Yeah.
from like take for instance the Pac-Man one, a wildly different view from the original
Oh,
Pac-Man
man.
arcade game, right?
How cool was that, though?
It's awesome. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so they got Pac-Man. They have Mega Man, guys. Is one of the episodes. I think Mega Man was the last episode. They have Warhammer, I think, right? 40,000, Warframe.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Warhammer 40K.
Yeah,
That one was really
that
cool.
was great. That was a really good story on that one, I think.
Yeah,
I really like that
They
one.
even brought in an animator that did a video on YouTube years ago that was wildly considered like one of the best animations in the 40K universe, and it was done by this dude. But they brought him in, I think, as some sort of artistic director. Just beautifully animated. You really felt the impact of everything going on. That was an amazing short on Secret Level. And I tell you, the one that I want to see more of, that I could see a whole series on, is the Mega Man one. That one was amazing. It was too short.
I know, dude. It was like the shortest one of the whole series,
Yeah.
and I understand why they put it as the finale because it just made you want more and more and more. But it was just so cool, and I'm going to do some spoilers here, guys. So close your ears if you have to. But man, how he's just like the guy that's just supposed to be the assistant and helping out, and then he turns out to be like this like hero and not scared of anything. That's Mega Man, dude. That's total Mega Man. They didn't just start off with him in the suit and everything. It's kind of like a prerequisite of like a prequel of Mega Man. It was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just
I love that one.
I just wish he could have fought like some other people and stuff like
I
that.
know.
Actually see him in the suit.
I
or
tell you,
something.
probably my favorite one though, and it kind of inspired me to go ahead and pick up the game too, is Armored Core with Keanu Reeves. And
Yeah.
after watching that short and now going through the story of Armored Core, it's so cool how it brought that universe alive. Man, that was a good one. It was dark. It was gritty. Uh, the ending was like jaw dropping because you're like, is this gonna show everything? Where his hand just keeps going, and you just have to
And
see it. I'm not gonna try to spoil it,
I
but
saw it. Yeah, it's great though.
dude,
Yeah,
it was so good. I
yeah,
love that one. Which one was
yeah.
your favorite?
No, I gotta say, the one with I think it's Warhammer 40K or whatever. I don't know if it's Warframe or Warhammer. I don't know, but it's the one where it had the dragon. No, I think that was
Oh, the dragon. That
yeah.
was
Which one was it?
that was Dungeons and Dragons
Dungeons
type
and Dragons?
deal.
I'm
Yeah.
not a Dungeons and Dragons guy. I am not. I know my brother-in-law Blaze is, but dude, it was so cool how the dragon goes to take it in, and then he just starts coughing, and he's like, "Oh, I can't hold it.
Yeah.
How'd you hold this in?"
What
and
is
like
this?
this beautiful.
How long did you carry this?
Yeah, this beautiful dragon,
Uh-huh.
like majestic dragon. They did such a great job with him, and he just starts coughing, and he just deteriorates, dude, and gets
Yep.
ripped open from the inside. I was like, no, like I was so sad for the dragon, dude. I was like, this
Yeah.
guy is trying to help,
Me too.
and he just completely just got torn up. And I thought that was just so cool how that happened and how they was like
Mhm.
fighting off all these enemies and all.
And then at the very end, how they're like, so the guy that was possessed or whatever, he's like, y'all just need to go. And then they're like, you don't have to do this alone anymore.
yeah,
And that to me was the D&D experience, to where you have a party and you're taking everything on and it's do or die. And that was like, it actually made me emotional, man. Like
it was a
hit me.
super cool story, man.
It was really cool, and to me, it captured what D&D can be. And I have talked with some other hardcore D&D guys. Well, one in particular, his name is Billy. He's from my job, and he is like big into D&D. I mean, he has stories that go on for years with folks that play games at his house, and he didn't like it. And I'm like, dude, like, what are
What?
you talking about? How did you not like it? I think it just
That's
didn't
correct. Yeah,
hit right with certain D&D like dungeon masters and stuff. And I don't know if it's they're trying to like water down what D&D is, but there's only so much they can do in a short, right? I mean, they can't do
Yeah.
everybody's story that they've ever made, so.
that's true. But there was another story. I don't know if you like this one or all, but it showed them in the suits. They get dropped out of the sky, and they go to try to take on this warlock, pretty much, that puts them into a trance, right? And it ends up killing them
which one is
slowly.
this?
And it ends up putting them in a trance, and he kills, like it goes in their mind and somehow kills them. And the only one to survive is this kid that these robot, like these guys that's in the suits, right? Like they're like badasses, bro. And they raised up this kid to be one of them. And
Oh,
so
you're
he's the
talking
youngest.
about Warhammer. Yeah.
That is Warhammer. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then he literally defeats, because I guess he didn't have all that baggage and stuff with him. You know, like he was there for the right reason. And he ended up killing that warlock and walking away from it. But they was just amazing, dude. Like they get down there, it's like, all right, got a job to do. And then they just all this stuff coming at them, and they just defend it off like nothing.
Yeah.
But when they get to that warlock and it gets in their mind, it just kills them instantly. And they don't even realize, they just drop to the ground, like head exploding, all this stuff. So I thought that was a kind of cool story about how it kind of reminded me a little bit of like a Master Chief kind of story, a little
Right.
bit.
Dude, there's so much lore when it comes to that, because so those are called Space Marines, I think.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
so
That's right.
they are developed, they're usually taken in as young children, and they're basically enhanced. So they'll start doing things to their body to make them the perfect killing machine. They actually have an extra heart. They give them an extra heart so that they can fight longer and harder, and they like amp
Wow,
them
I
up
did not
all
know that.
these different
Okay.
ways. Yeah. So those Space Marines, dude, they are bad.
Just
A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they don't
They
mess
are
around.
made to kill, and they are dedicated to. I forget what the main folks are that they follow, but they are like basically brainwashed for this one set thing that they have to protect. Their masters basically.
I mean, it's kind of like the other one. And we're talking about secret level guys, definitely for everybody that's kind of came in here. That's on Amazon Prime Video. A really great series. That's one, I think it might have been like the Armored Core one, when that guy's like kind of drunk, going all over the place and stuff like that. And then
Yeah,
he's the
played by
best fighter
Keanu
there
Reeves.
is. Yes. And he ends up facing somebody and it's literally him, but it's a clone. It's just, man, it's just insane, the storytelling in all these shows, man.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
I
this-
love how they went into detail about how he operates that mech too, because he had all these
Yeah.
things plugged into him to like amp him up, and I'm guessing to bring up his attack speed and to enhance his perception and all that. Like, and it was really dark too because he like licked it to clean it off and then like
Yeah.
just shoved it in his skin, and it was like, oh yeah, dude. Like, this is gritty and dark and like
It's all gritty.
nasty, and it was
no
great
hygiene.
how they
No
did that.
hygiene.
No hygiene.
Straight from the bar. Straight from the bar,
Straight
too.
from the bar. He was basic. What if, dude, he was Neo because he already had all those ports in his skin? That was Neo in a dark future, like an alternate universe.
They need to let Matrix die, man. Need to let it die after that
Yeah.
last one. Need to let it die.
Yeah, definitely.
but-
Don't even bring up the last one. It was bad.
Yeah, no. But I mean, I think it comes down to the storytelling on this was just so crazy, and it makes you think of like a what if, like what if this
Uh-huh.
happened? The thing that makes me sad is I saw some news come out in reference to this show, and the news pretty much said that they tried. I'm talking about not hard, but extremely hard to let them do a Doom one and a Master Chief one, and Microsoft turned them down, dude.
What?
Yes.
Microsoft, don't
Maybe
suck,
season 2.
please.
Maybe season 2.
Maybe. Microsoft has done so many things right that it's like, come on, just don't suck.
No.
Please
No.
don't suck. Because you're starting to suck. I
Yeah.
mean, your operating system, it's good, but I'm just tired of all the bloat stuff. You know what I mean?
I think it's good because we just dealt with it for so long. We know how to use it.
Oh yeah. Since so what was our teacher's name in computer class back in high school? What was her name? I don't remember.
I don't either. I
We
don't
were
either.
rocking like Windows 98 or something back then. So
Oregon Trail, baby. Oregon Trail.
Excite Bikes,
Oregon
man.
Trail. Excite Bikes, Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Typing
I
it up,
remember one
man.
time we found a way around the firewall during computer class. I won't go into detail about
No.
it. But,
You got to tell this. This is it right here. It's
No,
past the
I
statute
can't
of
tell it.
limitations. It's past the statute of limitations. You're good. You're
I
good.
don't remember how we did it, but we were looking up like videos, and there was one of this bunny,
Videos.
like humping this girl's foot that we pulled up on the computer. And when the teacher would come by, we would exit out and we would pretend like we were typing, and we were over there dying, dude. We were laughing so hard. Just a bunch of stupid kids laughing. at
Dude,
this
we used to
stupid
do
video.
so much stuff in the computer lab, but it's crazy because that was the single most important class of my high school. I feel like till today, because that's where they don't even do that anymore. Did you know that they don't even have
They
a
don't do
typing
computer
class? No,
That's crazy.
is that not nuts? With everything that's done on a computer these days. So I remember putting your fingers on J and H.
Dude,
you know what I'm
I learned to
saying?
type in
And
there
like,
fast.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can
And
type so fast still.
me too. And it's all because of that one class that we had with
Yeah.
that. And we got to typing so fast, and we was like, oh, if the faster you type, the faster you get done with your work, you can get on Oregon Trail and start playing Oregon Trail and stuff like that, and or looking at rabbits humping legs and stuff,
We would play Excite Bikes and stuff, and like
Excite
you
Bikes were fun.
remember. So the websites were like eBombs World, and what were the other ones? HomestarRunner.com.
Oh,
That was
man.
another one. Emails, games.
Yes.
all those. Those are great. It was a vibe, dude. That was back.
It was
when
like
we
a
were
little
listening to,
square
like,
box
emo
on the
music.
websites, and it was terrible quality, but you can play videos on it. It was,
Yeah.
you see little
It was-
videos just pop up, like a
They
cat
would
spinning
usually
around.
run off of like Flash or QuickTime, like those.
That's
those were the
right.
two.
And sometimes they trick you and you get a virus on the computer when you go to
Yep.
click, you know.
And then it
Flash
would
or
just
something.
blow up.
I think that's why they got rid of Flash. It's because of the
Really?
viruses. Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
But guys, do you have anything else you want to talk about on the GG Radio podcast?
No, I guess this is it, man. We're gonna be coming at you with some better topics. There's not really a whole lot to talk about right now as far as gaming news and all that, but we're gonna try to come at you with more tech, gaming, movies, and news on the next episode of GG Rated Podcast.
Guys, make sure you follow us on the YouTube GG Rated channel. Like I said, anytime between Saturday and Tuesdays, we will be going live, but we will be posting a video every single Tuesday. Check us out. TikTok, YouTube, all the social medias, even a Facebook page on GG Rated. Mr.
Right.
Mix-a-Lot, congratulations. Get your code to you.
Yep.
And we'll
Be
see you the
sending
next
that.
time.
See ya.